Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen today. So today is going to be a bit different because we're going to talk about this thing right here. It's a butcher block that was given to me a long time ago. This thing has a huge story. It's from 1942. Was given to my uncle who gave it to somebody else in the family who kept it for a long time and never used it. Moved around the country a couple times. Was given to somebody else, stayed in the garage. Went back to the same uncle at some point, and then after seeing what I was doing for furniture, he decided to give it to me, and I decided to restore it. This is so again from 1942, February 42. It's 30 inches by 30 inches, and it is 32 inches tall. It's about 400 pounds, and it took me a couple weeks to restore it, and now it's sitting in the middle of the kitchen and it works great. That's a very interesting piece. It opens good discussions. So let's follow me along and I'll walk you through the restoration of this thing. I did what I could for it, and I could have done, I guess, a better job if I had more muscle power, but I did what I could, and to me it looks great. So let's see what it is. So it's a hard maple butcher block, double dovetail construction. This is how I received it. Cracked, moldy. So I started to work on the legs because that was the easy part, not very heavy. And as you can see, the legs are wedged in the block. So what I did first is clean them, sanded them real good, and I had to create another wedge because one was missing. I started disassembling the block, taking out the rods. It came out into 3 different blocks, actually 4. 3 big ones and a tiny one. I cleaned it real good, sanded what I could. I looked up the date on the bottom, 2420, which it seems like to indicate that it's February 1942. I'm not sure, but that's what I think it is. Then I started gluing the pieces back together. I did the best I could, but with this double dovetail construction, I wasn't able to slide the pieces back together into the groove, so I decided to be as close as I could and then fill up the gaps with epoxy. And I put it back all together, put the rods back in place, and came out pretty decent. I flipped it over and focused on the bottom, flipped it over again and sanded everything, all the sides, the top, all the way up to 120 grit. And then I filled all the gaps with epoxy, sanded everything again, and then cleaned it real good with water and Clorox to make sure all the germs were gone. When I did that, I found a difference in colors, which meant the wood was rotten, so I had to sand it more, and that's what it looks like after. For this, I started applying some food-safe finish, hard wax and all, and for this I use Osmo Top Oil Clear Satin, and this is what it looks like in the kitchen. Well, thank you for sticking with me for this restoration. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe so I can do more. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.